Hey there, Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising. Welcome to your reading. We're going to spill the tea here. Actually, Spirit's going to spill the tea on something. So we'll pull a couple of cards here. I am offering a free opportunity to find out how Jupiter can really help you over the next year in a one-on-one kind of situation. So stay tuned to the end so that you can get the information on that. So we have the Wall, which says a misunderstanding. We have heartache over what you no longer, have, and the beetle, which says good fortune. There seems to be a theme developing. That full moon in Capricorn, which happened yesterday as I'm recording this, cleared a lot of space out. That was wrapping up a very long cycle that started back in January of 2018. And so there's been some things that have been closing out these cycles, but they're creating space. And this actually looks like a dung beetle to me, which tells me that from the crap show that happened, opportunity springs. And so just because something looks bad right now doesn't mean that it's going to be destined to remain bad. There'll be something good that comes out of the situation. It feels like fertilizer. So as I'm getting the cards out, I'll tell you what they're showing me. When I was a little kid, my brother set fire to the neighbor's property, and that I got to meet Smokey Bear. About 3 weeks later, it came up so green. Nobody lost their life or anything. We lost a few pine trees over there, but it mostly cleared out a bunch of junk, and the fields were beautiful. Because the fire that had burned all the grass released nitrogen into the soil, which provided fertile food to feed the grass that was trying to come in. And so I think it's really important to understand that what seems like a loss, because the dung beetle is here and it says good fortune, means that that situation is totally going to turn around. And so what seems like an obstacle is actually an opportunity. So here we have the dog of loyalty for your overall energy here, but what I'm really getting from this is that spirit talking to you. I feel like it's spirit that's being really loyal to you, and so there's a need to really tap in and listen to the messages that are coming through so that you can pick up on what it is that spirit is trying to bring in the information. And I think that's been a struggle. I feel like there's been so much going on. It's like you're constantly in the battle, fighting this, doing that, trying to get this accomplished. I feel like everything's been really sort of, well, Saturn's moving retrograde in your sign, and that makes that feel like that too. Like you have to go back over stuff you already did, and you're just trying to construct some scaffolding, some plan, something around this dream or this goal. And while he is retrograding, and he's retrograding for a little bit longer here, I can't off the top of my head remember when. I think he stations direct somewhere in November. But while this retrograde is going on, there's an opportunity to reconstruct. To the things that didn't work out right, you can reconstruct, but I think there's a need to really connect in with your higher self to get this information. The key to the situation, you have two of them that came out. One of them is the mountain, but you see she's being led through the mountain, and the other one is the tower, which in Lenormand means the higher vantage point, and that you are safe and protected. And so I feel like you're safe and protected, even though everything feels really complicated and difficult and sort of like a heavy lift right now, a very heavy lift. But you are not lifting alone. I think that's the most important thing to understand, is you are really not in this alone. So is the way forward? Okay, so you're not alone. Spirit's guiding you, but they're going to do it through a variety of ways. Opportunities that are going to come to you, they're saying, and also people. Like, okay, I'm always in the right place at the right time with the right people and the right opportunities would be an excellent, excellent mantra for you. I'm always in the right place at the right time with the right people and the right opportunities. Using the energy of a turquoise stone will help bring that in. So if you have some turquoise and you wear that and you put it on with the intention of, I'm always in the right place at the right time with the right people and the right opportunities, I think you're going to see doors starting to just sort of fly open for you, because you're at a crossroads. There's a decision to be made around the area of resources. And resources is your time, it's your emotional energy, it's your knowledge, your wisdom, it's your skill set. These are all resources that come to us, and also sometimes our network, right? And so it could be that you get this information through a good friend that helps you to make a decision about which way to go. So past, present, future, thoughts, feelings, actions. And the action right now, the obstacle was a sudden shift of energy, this sudden cutting off of some situation or other, right? A very sharp stop block. It just ended, right? And that is that Capricorn full moon we just had. That Capricorn full moon happened at 29 degrees. And at 29 degrees of Capricorn, it was in sextile, the energy of choice and decision making with Neptune in your sign. It was also in barely with a sextile, a choice and decision making with Saturn in your sign. I feel like Jupiter is really important here, and off the top of my head, I can't figure out where Jupiter is. I can't see it in my head, but I want to say that Jupiter is at around, it's getting ready to, I want to say it's around 20 degrees at that time too, which means that it was challenging. It was challenging as to how things were going to expand and how you were going to move things through. But it was also in trine with what Mars was doing. And so Mars just shifted like right afterwards into Gemini. So in Taurus there, it was like time to take some action, to clear some energy, to create some space for something new to come in. And I think that many of us have found that sudden, really abrupt change that we can see, right? We can see it out there in the outer world, what's been going on. And then everybody's life in some way has kind of had that same kind of shifting going on. And you are being asked to seek what it is that you love. To seek what it is that you love. We have the heart here, the companionship, the love. This is about trying to determine what it is that you love, maybe seeking love, but I feel like this is seeking the love within you, or being passionate about something that you're trying to do, because a new opportunity is happening right now. It's happening right now. So whereas you have felt like you've been difficult, you haven't been receiving what it is that you were looking for, there is a new opportunity sitting there looking at you, waiting for you to notice it. This is in the action to take. And that is a new beginning, being open to receiving it. So it wasn't where you thought it was going to be at. It's in a new place. Here we have the card of truth. This looks really desolate. We have a pair of cranes flying off in the distance. We have what looks like, I've never noticed this before, this sparkly thing here kind of looks like a huge blue sparkly gecko, like something like a Beanie Baby. And there's a rabbit that's looking at the opportunity. It says the truth. You have arrived at a sense of realization. You have always known the root of these problems. Although you have reached a new outlook in life, you continue to hesitate. Action and discipline is required. Stop procrastinating. Maybe the obstacle is that you need to make the decision. Because here you're making a decision. Here the block is the decision. And Spirit is trying to lead you and guide you and protect you through this decision, because you have a new opportunity, Pisces, that's looking right at you. But somehow I feel like you're missing it. So, how do you transform the situation? You pull up anchor and you set sail for new shores. You could see the ship is drifting off and he's holding the anchor. They set something free, and in doing that, brought in a lot of joy and happiness. In the heart space, you have clarity. If you go into your heart space, you will know. You will know what the decision is. What's really interesting is this has got a trident piercing the heart, right? Neptune. Neptune in retrograde is about having clarity. When it's in the forward direction, it seems like there's so many choices and it's kind of nebulous and really hard to understand. But in retrograde, it's going back over some of that stuff and helping you to find the clarity in it. And so it's time to decide, to clear out some space, to allow the healing and the creative energy to come in. That's the outgoing card. Let's get another piece of advice here, but honestly, it looks like you're at a decision point. You have to look into your heart to get the clarity to know what the truth is. But there's an opportunity that's right in front of you at this moment. Right now. That is sitting right there. Be fearless, be bold. The Badger. It's very balanced energy coming through there too, right? The black and the white, the yin and the yang. Be fearless, be bold. And trust me, nobody wants to mess with a badger. Go for what it is that you want. It's right in front of you. All you have to do is see it. And trust. Spirit's got your back. Okay? All right, guys. So I am offering an opportunity on August 19th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time Zone in the U.S. to join me on a Zoom call where we will look at where Jupiter is in your chart. Anybody that shows up will look at Jupiter in your chart and help you to see which aspect of your chart is going to have a chance for a lot of growth and expansion over the course of the next year, and how you can use that energy to your advantage. So that's what we're going to do. It's free. I'd love to have you join me. You just need to email me at moondirected@gmail.com. In the description box below, I'll put the information that would help me to help you more. So if you can do that, send me an email so I can put you on the list, and then I'll send the link out to you to join the call on August 19th, at 7 p.m. If you would like to join me over on Facebook, that information is also in the description box below. I do the astrology there every day in full cards. All right, you guys take great care, and I'll see you soon. And do the thing. It looks really good.